A fourth woman is accusing Wall Street millionaire Howard Rubin of torturing and raping her in a sex dungeon at his lavish Manhattan penthouse. The Los Angeles woman claimed she was 20 when Rubin allegedly lured her to his private pad at the Metropolitan Tower in November 2015 and then drugged and assaulted her as part of a sadistic game. In a lawsuit filed Tuesday in Manhattan Supreme Court, the woman said Rubin tied her up with ropes hanging from his ceiling, ripped her clothes off, brutally beat her and sodomized her with objects as she begged for mercy and used the safe word pineapples. Rubin then dragged her by her hair over to a couch, choked her and raped her without a condom during the horrifying attack, according to her court papers. Rubin, 62, refuted the allegations through his lawyer. Mr. Rubin categorically denies all the allegations of misconduct, Rubin's lawyer Edward McDonald told the News. This is another unfounded and unfair attempt to obtain money from Mr. Rubin. 3 models sued Rubin, a former portfolio manager for George Soros Investment Fund, in November. They also claim he raped and beat them at the 76th floor penthouse on W. 57th Street. In recent years, those women, identified by the pseudonyms Hillary Lawson, Christina Hallman and Stephanie Caldwell, said Rubin used a team of fixers to run a human trafficking enterprise. Like the other women, the new accuser claims in her Tuesday lawsuit that Rubin, 62, pressured her to sign a non-disclosure agreement that he later relied upon to silence her. Rubin, whose high-flying financial career was featured in the best-selling books The Big Short and Liar's Poker, is described as a sociopath in her lawsuit. The new accuser, who has asked the court to remove her name and keep her anonymous, said she was introduced to Rubin by Kevin Mahaney, the CEO of the Olympia Companies, a real estate firm based in Maine. She said she met Mahaney at the Polo Lounge in Beverly Hills and was told Rubin would help fund her college education in exchange for platonic companionship. She said Mahaney arranged for her to meet Rubin in Manhattan, and she agreed to a lunch at the Russian Tea Room. She was due to receive $2,000 without any agreement to have sex with Rubin, her lawsuit states. The woman claims she had a few drinks, signed the NDA and followed Rubin back to his penthouse to view his artwork. She claims he fixed her a drink that was drugged and convinced her to try on some wrist restraints for fun while fully dressed. She said soon after she was tied up, he turned violent and ignored her repeated use of their agreed-upon safe word. After the alleged rape, Mahaney convinced her to stay quiet and not seek medical attention for substantial bruising throughout her body, bleeding from her anus and pain when urinating. She said Mahaney then paid for her apartment in Los Angeles and for her to attend college courses. But her untreated trauma caused her to fall apart and attempt to take her own life with an overdose in 2016. The newest accuser later bought a one-way ticket to Bali and immersed herself in yoga and meditation to treat her anxiety, depression and substance abuse. The lawsuit states. Her lawsuit seeks $41 million in total damages from Rubin and Mahaney along with the court's invalidation of the NDA she signed. Mahaney did not immediately respond to requests for comment directed to his voicemail and email at Olympia.